And do that a little bit.
Am I right?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, it's going on. Hey, what's up, guys? Andrew Ernst here again with part 2 of this Ask Andrew question, which is, what is the biggest cause of stress in our lives? Now, in the last video, I mentioned that there's actually 2 parts to this answer. And in the first video, we talked about the external cause, the external biggest cause of stress. In this video, we're going to talk about the biggest internal cause of stress, which is very often not taught when stress management is taught. So what it is it's our inner beliefs about ourselves and others in the world. It's about the thoughts that we think. It's about our inner voice and the words that we say to ourselves in our mind. And it's also about the memories that we have from the past of things not working out our way, or times when things were hard, or just memories of stressful times in our lives that we weren't able to cope with it, and it really leaves an emotional scar. And so we end up fearing that same event happening again in the future. So now that we know what these things are, let's talk about how they actually affect us. Okay, so in my last video I explained how, for example, seeing a graphic image on a screen to the brain is no different than seeing a real life, something happening in real life. It causes the same amount of stress response in the body. Now, when you think negative thoughts or imagine negative pictures, the exact same thing happens. The brain can't tell the difference between real life reality and the images and the words and sounds in your mind. So if you are not being very diligent about what you're telling yourself, what images of the future you're imagining, and what stories you're telling yourself about the past, then these things can and will and probably are right now triggering that fight or flight stress response in your body, which is what is causing you to be so stressed out. All right? So in future videos, what I'm planning to do for you guys is teach you the proven and repeatable techniques for removing all of this internal turmoil and negativity that's going on inside of you, and also preventing the external sources of negativity from coming in. And this is really the very first step towards getting to a lifestyle where you're not living stressed out, to a lifestyle where you're comfortable, where you wake up in the morning actually feeling excited for the day, instead of just having a gnawing lump of anxiety that you may have felt before. Okay, so like I said, the 2 biggest causes of stress are, number 1, external things coming into the sensory systems, and number 2, your internal beliefs about the past and the future, about yourself and about others, and the words and pictures that you tell yourself. All right, so like I said, with this website, we're going to show you how to go from wherever you're at now and whatever lifestyle you might be living, no matter how stressful it is, to breaking free completely and restructuring yourself and rediscovering what it's like to live life stress-free. Just like when you were a little baby and you didn't have a care in the world, until somebody came along and started to feed you full of negative beliefs and stories. All right? So thanks so much for enjoying this video, and we'll see you on the next one.